Hi friends, welcome back to Venki's channel. Today we will see how to install Python and how to run Python code on your computer. So first we have to visit the website called python.org, and then we have to click on downloads here, and then we will see a button called download for Windows, and below that we'll see the latest version of Python. So note that Python 3.9 Plus cannot be used on Windows 7 or earlier. So if you have Windows 7 or an older version of Windows, you will have to view the list of downloads and download Python 3.8. I'm going to be using an online IDE, so I won't be installing Python right now. And after installing Python, we have to install IDE. So this Python is the official interpreter of Python, which means all the Python code will run on this Python. And next we have to install an IDE. IDE stands for Integrated Development Environment. So in an IDE, it will be very easy to write the code. Means it will give you suggestions, etc., and where you can run the code. With Python, a default IDE comes, which is not very nice to use. So we have to install a third-party IDE. The most popular IDE to use is PyCharm. So we have to search PyCharm on Google, and then you can visit the first link, and then you can download PyCharm. I will provide a list of the most popular IDEs in the description where you can go download them. So now I'll be using an online IDE instead of installing a IDE. So I won't be installing any application. So the most popular online IDE is Replit, where we can easily run code. So we have to visit the website repl.it, and then we have to sign up. I'm already signed up, so let me click on login and log in with my Replit account. After you sign up for Replit, it will ask you for a list of your favorite languages. Here you can see that I've selected Python, Node.js, HTML, CSS and JS as my favorite languages. So after you log in, there will be a create panel here, and here we have to click on our appropriate language. Now we will be using Python. So let me just click on Python, and it will ask you to give a name for our REPL. So let me give a name as tutorial REPL. Let me click on create REPL. If you have installed an IDE, you don't need all this. You can just open your IDE which you have installed, and then you can start using it. You can directly start creating a file and run the code. So you can see that the default file is main.py. Every Python file will have an extension .py. So every Python file name should end with .py. So make sure that while saving your file in an IDE, you have to keep .py at the end. So now let's see some of the basic statements in Python. The most basic statement is print. So let me type print, and we have to keep a bracket because print is a predefined function in Python. So let me keep a bracket, and here I want to print my name. So let me just type Venki here. Now you can see that there is a red line here, which means there is an error. So let's run the code and see what's the error. Here you can see that there is a file line 1 error, name error. So name Venki is not defined. So if we want to print any word, we have to make it a string. A string is a collection or a sequence of characters in Python. Oh! Kanda save చేస్తావు అయ్యో అయ్యో అంతా రికార్డ్ అవుతుంది రో ఓ String is one of the data types in Python, and we will be discussing about more data types in our future videos. So for now, to print any word or a statement, we have to enclose it within double quotes to make it a string. every string has to be enclosed in a double quotes. So let me add double quotes, and you can even add single quotes. So double quotes or single quotes, anything is fine. Now let me run the code, and then you can see that Venki is displayed. Print is to display anything on our console. We use the print statement to display whatever we want in the console. So we can even write numbers. So let me remove Venki and let me type 12. And now let me run the code. And the cool thing here is we can remove the double quotes, and then also the numbers will get printed. You can see that 12 is still printed. In Python, numbers are treated as integers. Integers is one of the data types in Python, and while printing anything, we can also use operators for mathematics. So I want to print 1 plus 2. So let me just add a plus here and let me run the code. And you can see that Python has calculated 1 plus 2 and it has printed 3 on our console. So we can perform complex mathematical operations also using Python. In the next video, we will be discussing about operations in Python and also an introduction to variables in Python. Thank you for watching.